Jim with Elite Fitness. Welcome to our body shaping class. Today, we're really going to hit the legs, shoulders, and triceps. Our emphasis will be on those particular muscles. Still a body split type routine. If you haven't seen these videos before, I'll do this in real time with you. Also, if you don't have fitness equipment, guys, no problem. I'm going to use some basic household items, and if you have equipment, of course, you can use that. All right, but I'm just going to use some basic household items that are pretty easy to obtain, and show you how you can use those items to get a great workout. So if you're not at the gym, you don't have equipment, no problem. A few things you'll want to gather. You may want an ab mat. Now, you don't have to have one. We have two circuits today. One is kind of a core warm-up circuit, a smaller circuit. Then we have a larger one that digs deeper into the legs, the shoulders, and the triceps. So you may want an ab mat for that, especially that first circuit. The other thing, guys, I've got 7-gallon jugs. So you may get by with just 2, okay? But I've got 7 over here, and I'm going to use those in really 2 different ways. So I'm going to use those as dumbbells, okay? So you can hold 1 or possibly 2 in each hand. I'm also going to use an optional broomstick, and I'll be using this. If you haven't seen this before, this is an old push broom, just took it off. Guys, the handle side, it slides right through these gallon jugs, right through the handles. So now you can use them like plates on a barbell. So I've got some jugs here that I'll be using in the larger circuit. So you may want an optional broomstick, and this is just if you want heavier weight, okay? I'll be using this for a blind tricep extension, okay? So so you could just use a gallon jug or possibly even 2 and just do tricep extensions lying on the ground with the jugs, or dumbbells, of course. We'll set that down. Guys, you want a chair? We have a couple exercises where you want to have a chair handy. We have an overhead fly today. Okay, so don't do them all the time, but just for some variety. If gallon jugs are too heavy for that, and you don't have a variety of dumbbells, you may want a couple canned goods for that particular exercise. The only other thing, guys, I think that we're going to need for today's routine, and it's another optional, kind of like the broomstick, if you want to have a little heavier weight, we're going to do thrusters, and we're going to do an overhead tricep extension. And I've got a backpack with an old dumbbell in there that I'll be using just because it's a little heavier than what 1 or 2 gallon jugs in each hand are. Okay, so if you need more weight, these backpacks are great. You can put old weight plates in there. Like I mentioned, I got an old dumbbell in there. Maybe you got some old weights you want to slide in there, or even books and things of paper, or extra gallon water containers. You can put whatever you want to kind of get that weight where you need it to be. And it's easy to change that too, kind of like the broomstick. You just unzip the zipper and you can add another gallon jug or take one out or whatever's in there, little plates or something. So guys, let's get started, okay? So we've got those items. Our first circuit, as I mentioned, is a kind of like a core, but also does a good job of getting the legs warm, getting the hamstrings heated up. And all we're trying to do is just really decrease your risk of injury, so everything's warm, everything's more flexible, kind of like rubber band. Cold rubber band, if you pull on a cold rubber band, it's not very flexible, it can snap. A warm one is a lot more flexible, okay? So that's what we're trying to do with your body, is just get it heated up, get it warm, get it ready for work. Right? So I'm gonna fold this out. Guys, our first movement is a crab leg raise, okay? So what I'll do is I'll take a seat here, and maybe I won't use the mat for this one. If you have a hard time with this, guys, so we're gonna crab up. So we're gonna crab up, and so we're up, driving. You're gonna feel the hamstrings kick in a little bit here, guys, and really the triceps too. So I'm driving up, extend the leg out, guys. If for some reason you can't get in this position, for whatever reason, you could just sit down and do a single leg lift. Okay, watch the hip flexors. We're trying to get that core involved a little bit. Okay. But I'd like you to try to get up a little bit, okay, maybe just a little bit, to get that support leg fired up a little bit. Okay, so here we go. Crab leg raise, get 15 or 20. So I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna engage those triceps a little bit because it's tricep day. I'm driving up, getting those hamstrings. I'm gonna raise one leg up. Good. And I'll even tuck in just slightly. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. rest those arms for just a second. And we're gonna switch these guys up. All right, so hands back down. And my triceps, I can feel this a little bit, so we're up. Hey guys, with your hands, I just want to get in a comfortable position, okay? You can angle them back, that strains me a little bit, so I just point them to the opposite wall. Okay, so we're up, we're gonna switch it. That was 20 of those. The next exercise, we're gonna get in a low plank position. So engaging the core, and then we're gonna do just a very subtle leg lift. Okay, so let me show what we've got. So we're here in a low plank, and I think what I'll do is I'll get my feet off the mat so they don't dig into the mat. So my feet are here, and low plank, I'm not gonna sag, and make sure the arms are straight under the shoulders. And then I'm just gonna, and I turn my foot slightly out. Squeezing the glutes. And lower back. Much tougher than they look. The next exercise is we're gonna do a bridge. You can do these off the floor. I'm just gonna use a chair to make it a little more challenging. All right. So I've got a chair. Probably a good idea to put that chair against the wall. Dig around it a little bit. And again, feet can be on the floor. You'll do the same thing if you're on the floor, okay? And just arms out your side. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna press up. And a lot of people just go here, okay? So they're doing their bridges here. What I wanna do is kind of almost like we'll do about 10 to 15, but we're gonna press those hips up high, okay? So what I want you to do is be intentional with this movement. So I'd like to do a 2 count. So I'm gonna press up and then squeeze those hips up. So you're in a pretty nice straight line from your shoulders, hips to knees, and down. So it's up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Feel those hamstrings. 15. So that was one set, and then until my hamstrings are warm. Okay, so we're gonna go through all that one more time. So I'm just going to slide back a little bit, and we're going back to the bridge. Okay, so I know I didn't use the mat in the first set. I guess I'm gonna use it here. All right, so here we go, guys. I'm gonna come up. Feel them. 9, 10, that support leg. 11, 12, squeeze the core. Come down. You'll be able to straighten those legs out because those hamstrings are wanting to tighten up a little bit. Feels good. All right. Let's switch those up now. plank. So, I'll go in here. Let's move this man up a little bit. Okay. Low plank leg lift, 10 to 15 each leg. Go slow, don't go too high. Here we go. Don't sag. 3. Woo-wee. Okay. Back to high bridge, either on the floor, feet on the floor, or feet up on the chair. All right. And if you scoot a little further away from the chair, if you're not totally on top of it, now watch the chair. You may want to slide, but don't make those hamstrings work just a little harder. Okay, so I'm not right on top of the chair. A little bit of distance there. And here we go. We're up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay. Guys, that was 15 of those. I think that's enough to really get those fired up. I'll stand up, and I'm definitely feeling warm right now. So if you're following along, hopefully you can feel those hamstrings heat up. And even the triceps from that crab pose should be warmed up a little bit. I'll get this man out of the way. Get a little drink of water. Okay, this first exercise is somewhat new. We've done pulses with squats before, like a traveling squat pulse. We're gonna do a lunge pulse and then a knee drive. Okay, no hop, just driving the knee up high. I just want to caution you when you do these pulses, it's a controlled, almost like a little baby rep. All right, so you don't want to go fast on this. So when you're doing this, let me do a little profile shot here. All right, so I'll come this way. So when I do my lunge, I'm going to lunge and just a little, and then drive the knee up high. Okay, so it's very controlled. It's not ballistic. Okay, I don't want you going really fast. All right, so let's get 15 on each side. All right, so here we go. So my left leg forward. So this is the leg I'm trying to focus on, the forward leg. I'm not trying to push off the back leg. All right, so I'm gonna get in a lunge position here, guys. We're gonna do lunge and then a pulse, knee. So it's lunge, pulse, 1, lunge, pulse, 2, lunge, 3, lunge, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 14. Okay, guys, the first 10 aren't so bad. They get you after a few reps. Okay, let's switch them up here. So now I'll switch my emphasis to the right leg. That'll be forward. Now this is a strong drive up with that knee. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12. They're burning. 13, 14, 15. Okay. That started hurting like 5 that time. All right, shake them out a little bit. Guys, our next one is a thruster. So we'll try to keep the arms in kind of the elbows in front, whether you're using dumbbells, gallon jugs, or a backpack. And you're gonna squat. Top of the squat, we're gonna press up to the ceiling. So it's a great exercise. Legs, shoulders, core. Here we go. So guys, I'm writing down around 15 reps on this. If your weight's heavy, maybe you're 10, it's lighter, maybe go 15 to 20. Okay, so here we go. I've got a backpack, guys, so I'm gonna reach under the shoulder straps. Bring this up here, like so, and hold it instead of us holding dumbbells up on the front of the shoulder. All right, here we go, guys. I'm squatting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Don't lean forward. 10, 11, 12. That was 15. I'm gonna set this off to the side. So legs, feeling a little beat up right now. Heart rate's up. Good stuff. We're gonna take a chair, and we have a couple seated now, right? So what I'm gonna do here, guys, is could be canned goods, could be light dumbbells. I'll use some gallon jugs, and we're gonna do some overhead flies, hitting the shoulders a little bit. So what we want to think about, guys, is coming straight over the head, and even the head slightly coming forward at the top when you squeeze it. So you're gonna feel it through the shoulders and the trapezius. Okay. Here we go. And you don't have to go real deep on these. So I'm gonna come up, guys. I'm gonna come out about here. 1, 2, 3, controlled. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, guys, those really get the shoulders fired up. I'll set these off to the side here. Next one is overhead tricep extension. Really like this for the back of the arms, and I'm going to use the backpack that I use for my thrusters. So So I'm gonna grab this. And guys, I'm gonna reach underneath on both sides, okay? And I'll just flip this around to the back. Watch the back of the chair if you're using the chair. You don't want the weights to hit that, so I'm gonna scoot forward slightly in the chair. Elbows gonna stay pretty close, okay? So I don't want them out really wide. You're gonna wanna drive up, and at the top, I'm gonna try to press my hands towards the ceiling. Okay, like my palms, my hands, I'm gonna press them up, come down, up, good. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, guys, that's good. Set that down. Could feel those working a little bit. Need the chair out of the way here, guys. Okay. This next exercise is a 45 and curtsy lunge. We're gonna get 10 each, just like 20 lunges, and then we'll switch legs. Remember, we're trying to focus on the front leg. Here we go. Guys, also I bring this up whenever I do curtsy lunges. People have a tendency when they go to this curtsy lunge, so we're gonna slide back at a 45-degree angle, guys. So if you think going backwards, so I'm gonna go back at a 45, I'm gonna come forward. When people go to curtsy, they're standing really tight, okay? Don't need to do that. We're just gonna cross over that foot just a little bit. And I don't want that knee really shifting laterally too much when you're doing this, okay? I'm just trying to get a little different angle with the legs, but I don't want that knee torquing, okay? So watch when I do this. Here we go, guys. We're gonna do 10 each way. So 45, slightly cross over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 10, good. Let your arms help keep your balance, okay? The side of the body that your leg goes back, so your right leg goes back, that right arm comes forward to balance that a little bit, okay? All right. Guys, I'm gonna go the other way. Here we go. So my right leg will be doing the work. It'll be in front. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, shake them out a little bit here, guys. That was 10 each way. Okay. This next one, guys, we'll need a wall. I've got a post. Walls are better because you can put your body up against it a little bit better. So we're gonna do a wall sit. And guys, I like to bring the legs somewhat narrow because a lot of things you're doing with your legs emphasize the inside of that quadricep of the thigh. Okay, so when you're doing a lot of lunges, it's not the inside. So I like coming narrow just because it kind of gets it outside that usually when you're squatting, you're not squatting with your feet close together. You're your shoulder width, or even a little wider if you're holding a big kettlebell or whatever. So that's my reason behind this. So comfortable, guys. If being too narrow isn't comfortable, go a little wider. That's fine. We're gonna do a wall sit front raise. Right? So this could also be canned goods. I'm gonna do gallon jugs, and all we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna get into the wall. We're gonna get down parallel, and then we're gonna do about 10 front raises. Okay? If you have really lightweight guys, you could come all the way up. I'm gonna stop up parallel to the floor, then come down, just trying to keep a little more tension on those shoulders. But coming up really will help stretch the shoulder and activate the core more. Okay, so there is an advantage of maybe doing a little lighter weight coming all the way up. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna grab gallon jugs. Or against the post here, guys. About 10 of these. Don't need heavy weight on this. All right, I'm gonna come down, guys, into my sit position, and I'm coming up. 1, 2, 3, slow, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, okay. The legs start to burn. Feel the shoulders working. Set those down. And guys, now we're going to do a tricep extension. So I'll get the optional broomstick, because you could just be grabbing a gallon jug, 1 or 2 in each hand. I'm going to grab a broomstick and slide it through these guys. Okay, so I'll try to center those on there. And again, it's nice because you can change weights very easily, just sliding off or on very quickly. We're gonna do tricep extension with this. We'll lay down. Could have your mat down here if you wanted to. I'm gonna try to center myself on this. And guys, just a couple tips here. One, when I'm doing this exercise, I want my arms not here, not perpendicular to the floor, but angled back slightly. Okay. Also, at the top, I want to come up and tighten the back of the arm. So there's no snapping of the joint, but you come up and squeeze and down slow. So it's a very controlled contraction. Okay, so we don't want to injure the joint here. Just want to maximize the tricep involvement. Here we go. About 15 of these. So I'll get this up, guys, and if you want to kind of make sure your grip is good, make sure you're balanced on here really well. And we're going to come down and then drive up. And if you look, my arms are not straight up and down. There's an angle to that. 1, 2, 3. So I'll tighten the triceps at the top. 8. 9. Nicely done. So guys, hopefully you can feel the back of the arms working. I know I did. Okay, so that was one round through that second circuit. So now we have one more round to get through, guys. So we're back to those. Remember, the lunge pulse, knee drive. All right, quick drink if you need it. All right, here we go, guys. Good, nice, smooth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Oh man, burn in. So we're gonna switch those legs now. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. I think I counted right. Woo. Good stuff. All right, let's do those thrusters next. 15 of these. Grab your dumbbells, your barbell, your backpacks, our gallon jugs. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, okay. We'll grab a chair. So feel good to sit down for a second. All right, overhead flies are next. So, dumbbells, canned goods, gallon jugs. Around 15 of those. Guys, make sure when you start with these, it's kind of like a chest fly. Bring them up to you and then press them up. All right, and then we'll go out wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Squeeze those shoulders. 10, 11. Oh boy. Oh man. All right. So you guys want tricep extensions now. I'm sorry, overhead tricep extension, not lying. And I'll grab this backpack again. I'll swing them around. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, Squeeze those triceps. 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. That off to the side. Okay, guys. 45 in curtsy lunge. 10 each way. If you have somewhere you can see your reflection, watch that knee. Don't let that knee go all over the place. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll switch them up. They're a little tiring. Here we go. 8. Oh boy, good stuff. Okay, we have a wall sit, frontal raise. All right, here we go. Heart's beating a little bit. Here we go. Into our squat. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Feet flat. 5, 6, 7. Oh, all right. Woo! I like all those different angles for the legs. It's really good. All right. Tricep extensions. Here we go. With your hands, guys, don't get too wide. Maybe shoulder width. Maybe no wider than shoulder width. Here we go. So I'm up. Make sure you get my hands are very sweaty. The bar feels real slick, so be careful here. And we're down and go back, tighten the triceps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Settle down. Nice work. All right. So, boy, the great thing about finishing on the floor, you can just stay on the floor. That was great. So that was our that was our workout today, a body split routine. I hope you guys had as good a workout as I did. I really felt this one. So thanks for joining me. This is Elite Fitness, bringing wellness